Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Boxiest, and today we're going to continue the What If series. What if events had gone differently? And in this What If, we're going to change the history of Cobra Kai. What if Miguel drowned during the events of Cobra Kai Season 1? So in this timeline, the events of Cobra Kai Season 1 would still happen. Johnny would still save Miguel from Kyler, and he would still reopen Cobra Kai. Those events would stay the same. Daniel and Johnny would still have their rivalry, and those events would carry on. Miguel would still be friends with Eli and Dimitri. Johnny would still train Miguel, and he would still try to teach him offense. Johnny would still want to teach Miguel how to kick, and he would still take Miguel to the swimming pool, and at the pool, he would tie his hands and push him in. Miguel would be surprised, and he would be struggling to stay afloat. Johnny would pull him up, and he would tell him he needed to kick his way out. Miguel would agree, and Johnny would say he wasn't going to help him anymore, so Miguel would continue trying to kick, but in this timeline, Miguel wouldn't have any luck, and he would begin to drown. Johnny would notice that Miguel stopped trying, and he would realize something was wrong, so Johnny would jump in, and he would try to save Miguel. So Johnny would pull Miguel out of the pool. He would notice Miguel wasn't breathing, and he would want to give him CPR, so Johnny would start giving Miguel CPR, but he would have no luck. This is when the night guard would come, and he would see Johnny and Miguel. He would approach them, and he would notice Miguel wasn't breathing, and he would call the police. Johnny would realize that Miguel was dead, and he would be heartbroken, and in this timeline, he wouldn't run away, so the police would arrive, and they would arrest Johnny. Johnny would be sent to prison, and Cobra Kai would shut down. Carmen and Rosa would be informed of Miguel's death, and they would be heartbroken, and they would hate Johnny. There would be a small funeral for Miguel. Eli and Dimitri would attend, and the events of Season 1 would carry on. Kyler and his friends would continue to bully Eli and Dimitri, and those events would stay the same. Robbie would eventually find out that Johnny went to prison, and he wouldn't want anything to do with him. Robbie would continue living his life, and he would continue to hang out with Trey and Cruz. Eventually, they would be arrested for stealing, so Trey and Cruz would go to jail, and Robbie would go to juvie. And in juvie, Robbie wouldn't know how to defend himself, so he would still be picked on by Sean and the rest of his friends. Those events would stay the same, and in prison, Johnny would be ashamed of what he had done to Miguel, and he would feel guilty. Johnny would be sent to therapy, and at first, Johnny wouldn't want to talk, but eventually the psychiatrist would get through to Johnny, so Johnny would start opening up. Some of the other prisoners would want to mess with Johnny, but Johnny would fight back. And much like Kreese in the original timeline, he would defeat them and earn their respect. Bobby would hear that Johnny was in prison, and he would want to go visit him. Johnny would be happy to see Bobby, and Bobby would want to help Johnny. And that is where I'm going to end this What If. Thank you guys for watching. What do you guys think would have happened if Miguel drowned during the events of Cobra Kai Season 1? Let me know in the comments below. YouTube lets me know that the majority of you are not subscribed, so if you guys could subscribe, that would be much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And I'll see you guys next time.